So I promise you a romantic honeymoon and turns into a conjugal visit. Sorry.
My life never goes as planned.
Well, it's not gonna when Forrester's running around accusing me of conspiracy and having an affair.
Well, that story never really made sense, and I told him so.
When?
He stopped by to see me the morning of the wedding.
He came by your house the morning of the wedding? Why didn't you tell me?
Because I just didn't want to stir up trouble. And the accusations that he was making sounded crazy. He seemed really desperate.
Because he is desperate and pathetic. You know why? Because you're moving on.
Is it true? The accusations they're making?
Does it matter? The damage is done, Brooke. We're lumped into a category now, CEO scandal. It's just gonna take ages for them to weed through the facts.
And what are the facts? They said that you were bribing foreign officials.
Which is sometimes legal and sometimes not. Depends on where the money goes and what you get for it. It's a very fine line. You just gotta prove that you didn't cross it. Which is all accounting issues, which is definitely not my strong suit.
So there could be serious consequences.
Mostly just PR problems. It'll be cleared up by the end of the day, but it's a disaster for the company. What?
I don't know. It just never in a million years did I think that we would have to deal with something like this.
Well, you can thank Forrester for his wedding gift.
Nick, Mitch is not responsible for your accounting issues.
What do you say?
Look, I'm not trying to side with him. It's just...
Just what?
You want me to lose everything? Is that what this is about?
No, Massimo, I'm just making a point.
Oh, believe me, you've made your point. You've made it abundantly clear where you stand with Brooke.
There it is again, that contempt in your voice. Tell me, whatever happened to all the flowery speeches about welcoming Brooke into the family? Huh? That was just a load of bull, wasn't it?
She is the mother of my grandchild. She is family.
Whether you like it or not.
What is there to like about this situation, huh? My sons at each other's throats. You turning your back on Marone legacy? Turning your back on me? You keep saying that the legacy, the company, the fortune, the influence doesn't matter to you. So I had to give.
Yeah, well, you might have given me your support. You know that?
I have always supported you, Rich. But keeping Dominic away from his son? How can you expect that of me, of all people? When the biggest tragedy of my life, our lives, was being kept apart.
You know what? I don't really see that as a tragedy anymore, Massimo. In fact, I'm starting to believe I was actually better off.
No messages.
Katie.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, wow, what are you doing home so early? I thought you were studying for finals.
Yeah, I couldn't concentrate.
Was there anything wrong, honey?
I'm not sure. I've been trying to reach Mom on her cell all day. She's not answering.
Oh, well, she's probably busy. Maybe she, left her cell phone at home?
No, she always has it with her. She must be avoiding me.
What?
I think I scared her off.
Honey, what are you talking about?
I keep pushing her to move in with us.
She doesn't have a problem with that.
It's this huge decision, and I keep putting all this pressure on her.
Katie, stop, okay? Just, I promise you, she's not avoiding you.
Hector, how long does it take you to grab some... Caitlin.
Mom?
Hey.
Oh.
How can you say that to me?
Look where you are. Look what's happened to you. Are these your values?
This is all a mistake. Thanks to you, I might add, and your vendetta. Are those your values? When the going gets rough, you throw your family overboard?
I don't consider Nick my family.
What about me?
Massimo, I had no idea you were involved in this mess.
That's not what I'm asking you, Ridge. How do you see me? As family? Your father? The man who formed and shaped you?
Oh, come on, you weren't around when I was growing up.
No, I was not around. But I am inside you. I am you.
You're giving yourself way too much credit now.
You reject me. You reject yourself.
I don't get this philosophy of yours, Massimo. This philosophy that genetics determines who you are, where you belong, what you should think. And if I am like you, I'm actually thankful that Eric was in my life to counteract all that.
Get out of here. That man didn't understand you. All he did was make you feel guilty for who you are.
Yeah, well, maybe a little guilt was necessary. Especially when you live your life the way you do. Pressuring people, manipulating them. Like you did Brooke. You practically forced her into a marriage just because it suited your needs.
Whereas you completely respect her independent free will. Is that it? You barged into that wedding and you took over. You didn't care what Brooke or anybody else felt. You were bound and determined to stop it, and you did. Oh, that's kind of a Marone move, wouldn't you say? I mean, I can't imagine Eric pulling a stunt like that, can you? You go on telling yourself, Rich, and Brooke, and the world, that you are not a Marone. The truth is, you are, Rich, whether you like it or not.
Don't let Forrester mess with your head. Look at that. I can feel it.
What?
Feel the tension in your hands. I see it in your face.
Is it any wonder? After everything that's happened?
It's more than that. He's had a lot to say to you in the last 24 hours, and don't forget your history with him. Every time you try to walk away, he does the same thing. He drags you down.
This is wrong.
It's all wrong. I know it's wrong.
No, the way you're at each other's throats like this. You're brothers.
Oh, please.
You are. And if it wasn't for me,
Don't do that. This is not your fault.
was I wrong to think that this could work?
What are you talking about?
I want our child to have the perfect life.
Brooke, this is a joke. These charges are nothing.
That is not what I'm worried about.
I don't want you worried about anything. I want to get out of here, and I want to go back to Plan A.
A plan A didn't consist of a family feud. Not in my mind.
Well, mine either.
Our son's going to be born into a war zone.
Do you ever think I'd let that happen? Ever?
I don't know how you can stop it.
It's stopped.
Ridge says he's not going to give up.
I don't care what Ridge says. Ridge has tried everything. He's done everything he can to me, and it hasn't worked. And nothing more he can do to us. So, that's gone. Now we work on what's important. And that's trying to get a smile back on your face. Trying to be positive about the good things that we have. Remember all the talks we've had about that? You gotta stay strong. You're the strongest woman I know.
Are you trying to give me a pep talk?
Sorta. How's it going? Is it working?
A little.
Good. You gotta ask yourself one question, though.
What's that?
You gotta ask yourself if you believe in me.
Oh, yeah, you're a fine one to talk about the truth.
You're referring to the charges against me? Those will be handled shortly, perhaps before the end of the day. And then Dominic will be free to marry his bride.
Oh, no. That is never gonna happen, not now.
Oh? You don't think so, huh? Well, listen, Ridge. He is a Marone, too. Now, it's one thing to be blindsided when you least expect it, but it's another to go into full-out war. Now, are you ready to deal with the consequences of that?
Consequences.
Yeah. You know, Dominic was getting ready to welcome you into his life, into his family, allowing you to continue your friendship with Brooke. I don't see that that's the case anymore.
He was gonna allow me, I got news for you. He's gonna be the one outside looking in.
I see. So she called off the wedding, has she? No. I didn't think so. Why should she? Nothing has changed. She's still carrying his child. And by the way, he was not having an affair. You know, if I were you, and we both know that you are nothing like me, but if I were, I would go to my brother and I would do my damnedest to straighten things out with him and make them right. Something to think about. Guard! We're finished here.
I believe in you, Nick.
I'm glad.
So, what next?
We put all this behind us and make it official. I'm not letting you get away from me. You hear? You okay?
Just a little drained, that's all.
Yeah. Well, this is all gonna be over soon. Oh, I didn't mention the lighting for the mug shot was very good. It's gonna be a nice addition to the wedding album.
How can you joke at a time like this?
Because that's what I promised when I proposed to you. Huh? Surprises and laughter. Deal's a deal, kid. For better, for worse.
Now, which proposal was that? I don't remember.
I'm not quite sure myself anymore now. Just don't let Forrester get to you.
He's kind of hard to ignore.
Well, like I said, though, you're tough. And I believe in you, too.
Time's up.
You sure? I'll see you.
Oh, I'm gonna go.
No, don't go. This is your house.
Katie, I'm so sorry. This is not the way
I
that
feel
we.
terrible.
No, don't. It's okay, really. It's good. Weird, but good.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I thought that I was pressuring you, but you guys are way ahead of me. And look at you.
What?
You're just so goofy and embarrassed and in love. This is great. It's perfect. It's what I've always wanted.
Me too.
So you're moving in, right? Is that what this means?
You have another visitor, Marone.
So you are, right? You're gonna move in?
Not that we want to pressure you or anything.
No, we don't. Am I?
But Caitlin, really, this is something that you need to think about.
No, I don't.
You sure you want me here 24/7?
Yes.
This is so new to me. I have a family.
Is it too new? Do you need more time? Because
No. This is incredible. Look at you. You're willing to open your heart and your home to me, and I'm practically a stranger.
you're not a stranger. You're my mother. You belong here. Don't you feel the same way?
Yeah, I do. I've never felt this way anywhere I've ever lived before.
Well, then come home.
I am home.
You either got a lot of nerve or you're just stupid.
Well, Nick. I'm sorry. I never should have let it get this far. Last few months, you've fallen in love with Brooke. You were excited about marrying her and raising this child together.
Thanks for the recap.
Probably was the greatest time of your life, wasn't it?
Make your point.
I regret letting you get your hopes up.
Nice apology.
See, I think you set your expectations kind of high, so it's going to be really hard watching them all fall apart.
I don't know, Forrester, you must be inhaling some serious fumes at that dress factory of yours, because you got no idea what you're talking about.
No, actually, I've never been more certain of anything in my life, Nick.
Just like you were certain I was having an affair?
Well, whatever you did or didn't do, Brooke and I belong together.
She's engaged to me, Forrester, remember? Matter of fact, she was just here.
Did you have a good visit? I hope it was. Probably be your last.
I'm talking to myself here. You made a fool of yourself, Forrester. You set the wedding back a few days, but that's it. Nothing's changed.
You know, Nick, that's where you're wrong. I've changed. I'm not sitting on the sidelines anymore. It's a whole new ballgame from here on. And I'm sorry to have to be the one to take all this away from you because, actually, when you think about it, it was never really yours to begin with, was it? But I want you to know, I'm reclaiming my life, Nicky boy. I'm taking Brooke back.